Welcome to episode number 10 of Extractor Saints and over the show 20 Relocation franchise series. And today, so we're playing some Relocation franchise and ALDS against the Yankees, Game 1, or it's Game 1 of the 2020 ALDS between the Extractor Saints and the New York Yankees in the Bronx because they have home field advantage. We won 3-0 over the A's in the AL wildcard game. On the 2020 AL wildcard game with both controllers, they won 3-0. Both controllers again. Next episode will be the first elimination game for either team in this series, which the latest it could be is Game 4, right? Yeah, the latest, the first elimination game, the earliest elimination game will be Game 3. The latest elimination game will be Game 4. So yeah, first game Ryan Yarbrough for us, Garrett Cole for the Yankees. We have Blake Snell for the AL wildcard, so he probably won't start. I don't know. Well, we have days off, sort of. I mean, he may tan over Game 3, maybe. Because then that would be wrong way. So that would be 1. That would be on 4 days of rest because we got the Thursday off, and then Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. So he can possibly pitch for Game 3 because that would have been 4 days off. So he would be his normal rest. It won't be like 3 days or anything. Well, we have Chirinos for Game 3, and then Game 4 and Game 5, I have no idea. Why does it would be number 5 for us, because Chirinos is number... So then it would be Jordan Balamovich. I'm not sure if I should pitch him. It says 81 there, but then it says 79, I'm not sure, but I don't know if I would pitch him in Game 4, because someone's going to be up 2-1, or the series is only over. But Blake someone 7 2/3, thinking of a run, or earn run, we shut him out. And we'll have to face righty with the DH. So it would be Lau, Rosario, Meadows, Sano, Choi, Smith. Well, I doubt it'll be Mount, Smith in center, Jones at short, or DH, Gonzalez short, and then Zanu will be on the plate. I doubt it will be Mount Smith. I'm thinking maybe like Mitch Haniger or something. But, I mean, he's a right fielder, but he also can be left and center, so I don't know. But, I mean, I think there's a few. I don't think we're going to get Jose Martinez. Or I might put him. Maybe I put him in right and then move, like, Rosario to center or Renfroe to center. Or leave Smith in there because, I mean, he has not much of a power bat. Not at all, actually. Pardon me. So, wrong guy. So, not much of a power bat, but, I mean, 3 home runs, 38 RBIs, 237 average, 108 hits, and 455 at-bats. And at one point, I actually did play for the Rays because it says he played for DCS, which is Director Saints. At that point, he didn't. So in 16, he played for the Braves. 17, 18, it was then the Rays. 19, Seattle, and now 20 here, Seattle, and now Saints. But he had 23 stolen bases in 27 attempts. In his career, he has only got 141 stolen bases, only 38 caught stealings. So, I think we're going to keep him because he's really a speedster. So, but I'll fit out the lineup once we get into the day. I'm the playoff plans for us today. Matt Vesters did not turn down at all. No, he's not turned down at all. And there's 4 games today. We're the last game, but we should actually be the second. On here, I don't know why it does NL, AL because it's at 7:05, 8:05, 10:05, 7. Wouldn't it be like? Usually I thought wouldn't it be like 7:05, 7:05, 8:05, and 10:05, not 7:05, 8:05, 10:05, and 7:05. I'm not sure, but yeah. Also, Game 1 of both NLDSs were on that Thursday, October 1st. Obviously, in this world, there's not that extra round. Diamondbacks, who won the NL wildcard game at home against the Phillies, won Game 1 against the Braves in Atlanta. And then the Dodgers won Game 1 against the Cubs in LA. And then obviously, in one of the Twins and the Astros series, which Astros have home field advantage, the same day as Game 1 of this series. Saints, Yankees have home field advantage. Let's do it. 7:05 Eastern because Bronx it's in Eastern time. The Saints are the gold controller, obviously, and the Yankees are the blue controller. And yeah, so home or road uniforms for the Snakes, did an option. And then that's Gary Sanchez for the Yankees and home uniforms for the Yankees. that was weird. That was hidden X. So yeah, Yankee Stadium holds 47,422. Opened in 2009. Presentation mode broadcast team style of show team quick count time. Loud cover first eyes. So do I know what Kenta Maeda? Who is better? So let's say 15-8. Is Maeda better? 14-9 with 3. Who had a higher ERA? It's just 10. I'm gonna go with Yarbrough, and then Maeda would be for game 3, and just trying to do or game 2. Pardon me, not game 3. It will be game 2. Trying to do off camera. If I have a quick manager, it is during the day. Quick manager definitely. Even if we win, because then if we can win, then we have a chance for a sweep. So yeah, righty versus lefty, 96 versus 87. So let's say right now both center basins would be the leadoff man, but I don't know about Smith. He's a really speedster. Maybe I put as a maybe I switch him because because first of all his arm accuracy is 38, his reaction 60, arm strength 59, feeling 62, and then Jones, well, 70 for feeling, 71 for arm strength, 73 for arm accuracy, and 87 reaction. So I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna leave everyone else how they are. So Renfroe actually would never play him, but I said maybe I move like Rosario to left center or Renfroe to center. Actually, it was Meadows to center because Renfroe's not even in this line. He's on the right now. He'll be on the bench. Which do I put a bitter bat in? Do I put a bitter bat in? Because maybe I put like Jones in center, but I put Renfroe as a DH. I'm not gonna do that because really, I want a bitter bat, and this guy cannot. He's a speedy, but Jones is speedy too. I mean, 92 for Jones, 85 for Smith. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe I just put Renfroe in center. Yeah, I'm gonna place Mount Smith with Hunter Renfroe in center, which Renfroe's a right fielder, but he also my left and center. I mean, he had 30 home runs this past year. And 33, 26, 26, and 4, but he only played 11 games. 4 home runs, 11 innings, pretty good. So that's the only change I'll make. I mean, we have 4 lefties, 2 righties, and we have 3 switch hitters. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 lefties, 4 lefties, 3 righties, and 2 switch hitters, which is Jones and Gonzalez. And then over here they have LeMahieu. I don't know why they have this guy. They have Torres as DH. Judge, obviously we played him in the last game of the regular season. Stanton, Urshela, Boyd, Hitz, Vasquez. Vasquez is starting over Darius Sanchez. I don't think so. Who played more? I'm just gonna put Sanchez in, but who else can I play at short? Because it seems like who else can play short? Well, he can't play short. I assume my 40. I'm doing an Adion on my first. Who can play short? Can Urshela play? Yeah, Urshela can play short. So I'm gonna. Well, Torres can play short. Yeah, I'm gonna switch Torres and Estrada, and then replace Estrada with Aguilar. So yeah, that's the change. And that's the end of the game. Regular season, we went 97 and 65. They went 102 and 60. Posting in bracket. Dodgers up 2-0, and then the other series it's 1-1, and then the Astros lead 1-0 over the Twins. We are here at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx for Game 1 of the 2020 ALDS between the Dry Creek Snakes and the New York Yankees. Hi there, everybody. Vinny J and Sue 4218 and MJ. Well done to our special posting coverage of baseball here on the show. The Game 1 Best of 5 series. Game 1 of the ALDS Best of 5 series. As the Saints are set in the AL East, they replaced the Tampa Bay Rays, and then the Yankees first in the AL East. And the Saints won 3-0 over the A's in the AL wildcard game at the Metrodome, which is the home stadium for the Dry Creek Snakes. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Garrett Cole, 33 starts in the regular season, 15-4 record, 3.23 ERA, 228 and 2/3 innings, 200 hits, 1.10 WHIP, 51 walks, and 260 strikeouts. Brandon Lau, 4-seam fastball, slider, knuckle curve, changeup, and a 2-seam fastball from Cole. Here we go, and we're on your way in Game 1, or pardon me, we're on your way in 55 degrees, clear skies, wind 1 mile per hour blowing from left field to right field. We're on your way from Yankee Stadium. To town, quick down town, and we're to town as we're on your way here at Yankee Stadium. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Lau goes down on strikes. First strikeout of the day for Cole, and the first batter he faces. 1 down here in the first. And then Eddie Rosario had 30 home runs and 94 RBIs in the regular season, batted .296. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Now, why is it stuck at 2-2? Actually, no, it was 3-1. Actually, 3-2 count. Swing and a miss. 97 on the gun. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Garrett Cole. And here comes Austin Meadows. That's a line drive. That's hit well in the left field line. That ball! Hey! Fouled on the left field line, just shy of the wall. Just fouled, almost gone. Here we go, 2-2 down still. Austin Meadows. That's a snap bat. It's on a long run for Urshela, and Meadows beats it out. So I believe in not playing the AL wildcard game. Infield center, here comes Meadows, who had 31 home runs, 74 RBIs, batted .269 in the regular season. I'm gonna see. Was that Meadows' first at bat? Yeah, so he didn't play in the AL wildcard game. I think Rosario did. Yes, he did. I assume Lau did. Yes, he did. And I assume Sano did. Yeah, he actually had an RBI. Choi, yes. Renfroe, I don't think. Yeah, he did play. I think Renfroe played in right instead of Meadows, because I think it was against the lefty. Yeah, Sean Monet is a lefty, so that's why Renfroe was in right, not Meadows. And then Jones played. Actually, no, Jones didn't play. Just because it was a lefty, so Martinez was the DH. Gonzalez played, and then I assume Zanino played, yes. And then Martinez, he had 2 RBIs, so he drove in 2 out of 3 runs. Essa didn't play. Haniger, I think. Yeah, he did play. What it might have been is, I think they had Renfroe in left, Rosario in center, and Haniger in right. So Haniger did play, and then Smith didn't, and Wendell didn't. So yeah. Anyway, here's Meadows now. 1 on town after the infield center by Austin Meadows. That's a liner up the middle. 2 on, 2 out. So Lau struck out, Rosario struck out, and then an infield single by Meadows, and then a line drive up the middle for another single by Sano. Here's Choi. That's a little pop-up, and it's caught by Urshela at knee level. Snakes leave a pair of runners. Yankees on the bat, no score in Game 1. Ryan Yarbrough. 31 starts in the regular season, 15.8 regular, 3.59 ERA, 185 and 1/3 innings, 173 hits, 1.12 WHIP, 35 walks, and 135 strikeouts. So he had 100 more strikeouts than walks. So not that many strikeouts, but not that many walks. Here's DJ LeMahieu, the leadoff man for both teams, is their second baseman. Cutter, changeup, center, and a curveball for Yarbrough. That's a looper, and that will fall in front of Meadows. Leadoff man for the Yankees in the bottom of the first. First of the game for the Yankees. And here comes Yale Annular. So only at 4. Here we go. 1-on count. That's a ground ball, and it almost hit LeMahieu, didn't. And that's 2-on, nobody out for the Yankees in the bottom of the first. And here comes Labor Torres. He had 44 home runs in the regular season, 135 driven. That's a line shot caught by Choi. And he's on stuff in the bat too late. One down. Here's the starting lineup for the New York Yankees. DJ LeMahieu, Miguel Andujar as a DH, Labor Torres, Aaron Judge, Carlos Stanton. Sorry if I botched that. Gio Urshela, Luke Voigt, Aaron Hicks, and Gary Sanchez. And here's the starting lineup for the Dry Treats Knights. Brandon Lau, Eddie Rosario, Austin Meadows, Medel Sano, G-Man Choi, Hunter Rentford playing center field, Dred Jones at DH, Marwin Gonzalez, and Mike Zinio. Here we go. Here comes Aaron Judge. That's a foul ball. Here we go. 1-2 count. Swing and miss! He got him! Joe's down on strikes, and that's the first strikeout of the game for Ryan Yarbrough. Here's our posting the bracket. 1-up in Astros in their series, or 1-up in Astros in the other ALDS, 2-up in Dodgers in their NLDS, and a 1-1 in the other NLDS between the Diamondbacks and the Braves, who had the best record in the National League. Here's Stanton. That's a ground ball. That ball is through. Base hit. They're sending the runner. Meadows comes up firing, and it's offline. And then the swim move by Zunino does not get LeMahieu, as he would have been out. The runner coming out would have been out if the throw was up the third base line. Zunino almost got him on a swim move. But the runner, DJ LeMahieu just passed him. It's an RBI signal for Stanton. That's the first run that the Saints have given up in the postseason. 2-1 count. There's Urshela. Runs in the corner, 2 outs. That's a pop-up. He got jammed, showing under it, and he makes the catch. Then to 2-out RBI signal by Stanton. The score is now the Yankees 1, and the score is now the Yankees 1 and the Saints 0. Here we go, top 2. Swing and a miss, hit straight 2, and here's the umpire the sign for Game 1 of the 2020 ALDS. Beyond players, Freddie Ferguson. Here the umpire the sign for Game 1 of the 2020 ALDS Beyond Plate, Freddie Ferguson. At first base, Joe McDonald. At center base, Carl Didson. At third base, Eric Sanders-Jones. The wind is now apparently 2 miles per hour. Blowing across from left field to right field. Still 55 degrees clear. 47,422. 100% full. Yankee Stadium, 55 feet elevation. As I just checked in something. The Minnesota Twins are playing on YouTube right now. MLB Live Day of the Week or MLB Game of the Week live on YouTube, and the Dallas Stars are on. Hopefully they're not losing, and they're winning for now. I'm not checked how they scored. For now they're winning. They're on 2-1, and then for the Twins, it's the third last game of the year. So in the Twins game, it's no score, top 2, 1 out. Oh, okay, it was John Klimbert, the guy who's the human turnover scored. Well, I mean, their top line, Radulov, Ben, Staten has scored 12 games, and the Radulov has all 3 assists, and Ben has nothing in the series. Yeah, it just happened. Basically, it just happened just now. unassisted too. His fourth of the postseason. It was not powerful. It must have been off a turnover or something, but I'll take that. That's like the first time it's because I mean, I don't know. You're wondering why I'm not watching it? I'm just too nervous. I'm just too nervous. This takes my mind off of it. Swing and miss. He got him. Third strikeout of the inning for Cole in the first four. Yes, he's got 4 outs, 3 of them via strikeout. Here comes Brett Jones, switch hitter, who did not play in the AL Wild Card. That's a pop-up. Going over is Urshela. Does he have room by the sign wall? He does make the catch, 2 down. There's Marwan Gonzalez, who they got via trade from Minnesota, along with Kenta Maeda and foul ball. Snakes have 2 hits. They had 2 runners in the first inning. Yankees had 2 on, 2 out, and that's a snap bat, and it's on a long run for Urshela, and throw to first, and Donald beats that out. So another one of those little nubbers, and here comes Mike Zunino, top the order to follow. That's a ground ball. That ball is fair. Pass to Diamond Foy. Can Gonzalez score? No, he can't. Zunino stays at first. Throw to third by LeMahieu is not in time. So infield single by Gonzalez, and then on a little. And now here comes Lau with a chance to tie the game. That's all another as he reached for it. Throw to first by Torres, and the Snakes again for the center straight and leave a pair of runners. They have 4 runners on base in the first 2 innings. Middle of 2 scores 1 up in Bombers. Here we go. I mean, the Snakes, they're out 1-0, but they left 2 runners in the first on, and 2 runners in the second. Here's Voigt. That's a ground ball right into the shift. Lau beyond to the left the second. 1 down. There's Aaron Hicks, and then it's Jerry Sanchez in the top of the order if they get that far. That's a ground ball, just foul. That's where the hit in the previous inning, the double or the single for Zunino, that was over about 3 feet to the left. Here's a chopper back the yard ways, a turn to the lefty, but the throw by Choi's on the money, 2 down. Here's Jerry Sanchez. He played like 111 games, but only had 13 home runs? That's a ground right into the shift. Lau be on set in again. And it's a low throw pitch by G-Man Choi. We entered the third in game 1. The score is 1-0 in Yankees. Or the score is 1-0 in Yankees. So top 3. Snakes have lost 4 hits, 2 infield singles. Here's Rosario. Swing and a miss. He got him. 4 strikeouts in the game. 4 strikeouts in the game for Cole. Second on Rosario. Here comes Meadows, who had the infield single. That's a pop-up coming into Stanton, and he makes the catch in left center field, 2 down. So the only Stanton got the only RBI. It was on an errant throw by Meadows, which here's Medel Sano. Medel Sano pops it up as he got jammed on that forcing fastball at 96 on the inside corner. Lute squeezes it. A quick 1-2-3 in for Garrett Cole. Middle of 3 to scores 1-0 Yankees in game 1. The 2020 ALDS here on the show. Here we go. Zarbro hasn't done bad. It just here's DJ LeMahieu. He scored the only run for the Yankees, and that's up the middle pass to Ivan Lau. So he's now 2 for 2, 2 singles, and scored the only run for the Yankees in the first inning on a 2-out RBI single by Stanton. Here comes Aguilar. That's a ground ball, just foul. Farther away from the one that someone had in the previous inning. That's a ground, that could be 2. Choi! Gonzalez bat to Choi, double him up. A 3-6-3 double play, there's quickly 2 down. Aaron Jones Torres, who's lined out to Choi, and almost turned into a 3-6 double play. Swing and miss! And a cutter on the inside corner at 84 miles per hour. That was hit on the nose, perfect where no one was. Over to 9-3. And that was an errant throw. And now they have him in a rundown. He tried to go to... And now, no, he threw it to the wrong base. Joey threw it back to Gonzalez. And he went it back to first base. So I'll call that a hit, but that was an errant throw. Down to the right for a single. That was an errant throw by Meadows. And if he had sent... I think that was... Yeah, I mean, Joey threw it to Gonzalez. Here comes Judge. That's a ground ball. It's going to be up the middle. So 2 on, 2 out now. So that kind of, they could have had him in a rundown. Now it's a 2-2 down to Stanton, who drove in the only run for the Yankees back in the first inning. 2-2 down. That's a little tapper fielded by Yarbrough. And that miscue by Short not coming at the haunt the Snakes. The Yankees stranded a pair of runners. We headed the fourth. 1-up in Yankees in game 1. There's Choi. That's a nubber trying to hit it against the shift, but on the left to third base. Foul ball. Run 2 now to Choi. That's a nubber. He did this time. Coming in is Urshela, and he stopped. Could have gone if he Jeter jump throwed it. And that's a third infield single for the Snakes. They have 6 hits. Or 5. 3 of them are infield singles, but he'll take it. Here's Renfroe. That's a liner. Just missed the runner at first. Throw to second by Judge. Got him at second base. It's the fielder's choice. Runner at first, 1 out. No call from the umpire, but he's out because he disappeared from the runners at the top right-hand corner, and he was going up to the dugout. Anyway, here's Jones. That's a ground almost impossible to do, too, especially botched it. Goes to center for 1, to first, and no chance. So he botched it. Could have had a chance for 2, but kind of hard to do when you botch it, too. And here comes Gonzalez. That's a line drive. That will fall in front of Stanton. And now it's a 2 on, 2 out for Mike Zunino, who doubled in the second inning. Or actually single, not double, but Gonzalez got the third on that. Here we go. 2-2 count. Zunino grounds 1, 33 speed, but LeMay used a charge on it. And again, Saints have left 6 runners through 4 innings. We entered the bottom of the 4th, still 1-up in Yankees. For the Saints, I mean, they have literally 6 hits. The Yankees do too. The Yankees have 1 run, the Saints have none, and they left every runner. They have 6 runners, and they left all of them. Here's their shell, a little tapper, and 1 down. Here's Luke Boyd ground out in the second. The Yankees got 1 in the first inning on a 2 out RBS into my Stanton, which the runner going home, which was what Mayhew, would have been out if the throw by Meadows was on line. That's a little tapper as he reached for that. I haven't seen a curveball, at least on the pitches we've seen. These obviously quick counts are on. And there's the first one that we've seen, and that was barely out of piece. That's a ground ball. It's on a tough play. Lau dives! Knee throw. What a play by Brandon Lau! Diving! Going to his left as he had the shift on, as he was trying to go against the shift. And he was about, I would say, 2 feet away from doing that. And here's hits, and that will be grounded and fielded by the foul ball, fielded by the Yankees first base coach. And he throws it in the stands, or he throws it into the first base dugout, which is the Yankees dugout. That's a line drive coming in as Renfroe, and the inning's over. And the score is still 1-up in Yankees. 1-2-3 to up for the Snakes in the top of the 5th. Here we go. 2 on count. That's a line drive foul. Two down. That's a pop-up, but that will be foul as it goes over Rosario's head into off the top of the Snakes dugout. Swing and miss, he got him. First down on the 5th strikeout for Cole. 2 of them have been to Lau, 2 of them have been to Rosario, and 1 was to someone else. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. Rosario is over 2 with 2 strikeouts, both swinging. That's a ground ball. That ball is past the diamond or Sheila. Rosario's on, representing the tying run. I mean, 7 hits for the Saints. There's not many runs. Here's Meadows. That's a line drive. That's under into the down, maybe, and it's caught by standing like it is down left center field, 2 down. Could have maybe scored Rosario from first if they got down. Here's the top pitch speed comparison: 98 miles per hour for Cole, 88 miles per hour for Yarbrough. 10 mile per hour difference. 98 for Cole, 88 for Yarbrough. On count. It's a foul ball. That's 97. And he was behind it. Here we go. 1-2 count. That was hit a mile. Going back is Judge. That ball is gone. Miguel Sano showing that power. And the Saints have taken their first lead of the series and the game. Miguel Sano showing off that power. 345 feet, 101 miles per hour off the bat. His first home run of the postseason, or his first home run of the series, and first home run of the postseason. And the Saints have taken a 2-1 lead as the Saints take their first lead of the game and the series. So no, as that was just out of the reach of Judge. As Judge had a chance. Well, first of all, I chose a jump instead of dive, but for me, I had R1 for jump and dive, and I thought the turtle wasn't gonna go away that quickly. But here we go. Here's Choi. Now the fans are dead, so now we quiet them. And that's a swing and a miss. 6 strikeout for Cole, so he's half a dozen, but into a 2-run home run by Miguel Sano, showing off that power. The score is now 2-1 Saints here in Game 1. We're back here in the Bronx. Let's go on the field and check out how you want me. Aaron Boone. And Heidi. So in the Stars game, 1-0 Stars, 6:08 to go in the first period. You already guys know who won, because this should be going up on Saturday. But oh my goodness. Here's Jerry Sanchez. That was just. So Yarbrough has 1 strikeout. He's giving up 6 hits. So playing on a power play, that's just great. That's great. Penalties, well, only not one. Jamie, let's see. Those are the power play's done, I think. Well, it's into. Yeah, it's that stoppage putt frozen? Okay. Well, it's a power play. Now, I don't know, but. It's in the 2 in the Twins game, sorry. But my goodness, that was a rocket. Yeah, there's only been 1 hit in that game. Why is Andre? Who? Rosario, let's say. There's been 2 walks though. And that's the game it's on YouTube. So we're up in a Stars game for now. Here we go. 1-on count. That's a fly ball. The ball is rocked. But Rosario's under and he makes the catch shy the warning track by, I would say, by 10 feet. 1 down. Yarbrough's really settled down. Really, it's an earn run against him, but the runner would have been out. Like almost 100% if it was online throw at Meadows. That's a pop up and that's on seats. That's an all tapper foul. That's all another off the end of the bat, and it will fall in front of Renfro. DJ LeMay it's on, and runner at first, 1 away. Tying on board for the Yanks, or for the Bombers. Here is Aguilar. Foul ball. He was Trying at third in the first inning. They did a single though, and then the score a run. It's the only. That's a ground left to be 2. Yarbrough, Lau, Choi, that's 2. And Adiar's 1 for 3 with 2 double plays and a single. We added the sits, 2-1 Snakes in game 1 of the 2020 ALDS on the show. Here's Hunter Renfroe, 0 for 2 in the game. That's a ground ball trying to hit the other way. Did. The only on the right side of the infield is Choi, or not Choi, Voigt. And he does do it. Did it pass LeMahieu though? No, it can't. Throw it first, and he's out. From the outfield, grabs one down. But the Saints will have up to 20 seconds to challenge a call by the first base umpire. Forgot who it was. I don't remember, but he sort of did look. I mean, that was a great throw by LeMahieu. It was a slow chopper, so that's what they did there. Yeah, he's a hunter. He's safe. He's safe. That should be a single for Renfroe, who, I mean, did play in the AL wildcard game. A 3-0 win, so this won't be a 3-0 win for either team because it's 2. It should be an infield single. As you can see, his left foot's the bat, and then the ball, I mean, he beat it by half a step. And that should be a safe. And here's a call from the home plate umpire. And the runner is safe. The call is overturned. The Snakes will have another challenge if they want to use it later in the ball game. Here's Jones. That's all number, and it's past the not even third baseman. See if it was in. See if it was bunted or not. So 2 on, nobody out for the Snakes, trying to extend their lead. Here's Gonzalez, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And that was laced foul over the club seating, into the first row beyond the club seating. That's a pop-up! And it's come by Sanchez in foul territory beyond the plate, 1 down. Here comes Zanino. Top of the order follow, but that's unpledged for Gonzalez right there. Here's Zanino, who's singled in the second. 1 on count. That's all another, that could be 2. Second 1! First! And they've doubled up Zanino, 3-6-3 double play, and the Snakes do not score. We added the bottom of 6. The score is still the Snakes 2 and the Yankees 1. So the Snakes still have the lead, but had 2 on, nobody out, and then it scores. Here's Torres, heart of the lineup, 3-4-5. That's the ground right into the shift. Loud to the right of second, 1 down. So a long way to go. Bottom 6, 1 out, 2-1 game. Saints have the lead. Game 1. Yankees down 1 in the first on a 2 RBI single by Stanton, and then in the 5th, right? In the 5th, Sano had a 2-run home run just over the wall and straight away right field. It's only 345 feet because it had a short porch and rain. That's all another. Throw to first, 2 down. Yarbrough's really settled down after doing, I mean, he's given up. Here stands 1 for 2 with single and RBI. He's given up 7 hits, only 1 run. I mean, the Saints have 10 hits, they only have 2 runs. That was a liner in that hunt. It was not perfect. That was there in his inside in his happy zone as a single. Here's Urshela, popped down and ground out. That's a ground ball fielded by by Lau, and it almost hit Stanton and throws it to the pitcher covering the inning's over. That's a 4-1 ground out. Right to the 7th, the score is 2-1 Snakes. And here's Brandon Lau, we're officially in the bat third of the game. 96 pitch to Timmerman Cole, 3-1 count. Foul ball. Why is their bullpen so bad? Well, it's not about Zach Britton and the Yankees bullpen in right center field. This is the 97th pitch from Cole. He only giving up a 2-run home run to Miguel Sano. That would have been ball 4, and that might have driven Cole out of the game. Because this is in 98 now. But, you know, 3-2 down. That's a pop-up. That's on a long run for the third baseman. Shallow left field. And it's caught by Shella. Like the Rizal 1 down. Here's Rosario, 1 for 3 with a single, and then scored the first run with the Snakes. 3-2 down. Foul ball. That would have been ball 4, maybe, but That's probably too close to take. Energy of Cole's in the yellow. 104 pitches, 3-2 down. That's all numbered to the third baseman. Throw to first is a lobber, and he's out. Barely 2 down. The Snakes will vote the 20 cents to challenge a call at the first base umpire. It's your final challenge opportunity, regardless if you win it or lose it. He looked out. I mean, it was like a rainbow throw. Yeah, he's out by half a step. And they're rolling from the third base Snakes side out. No, they do not want to challenge. Rosario's out, and here comes Meadows. 1-1 Towns. This is a 106 pitch from Cole. He snapped his bat. He's gonna get on. And it's on fielded by a third baseman, but no throw because it was such a number. That's a second infield single. Here's Sano, and who home run into last time. They're all bringing a lefty. That's it for Cole. 2 runs, 2 earned runs, and the runner at first is responsible of him. 72 appearances in the regular season at 29 holds, but it's not a hold right now. That was hit on the nose. Ooh. That was hit on the nose. If you looked at it, I mean, he has a cinder slider and splitter. He doesn't even have a fastball. That's a ground ball, just fouls. 1-2 down. That's all number to Boy, and the inning's over. 7-minute stretch time here at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. The score is the Snakes 2 and the Yankees 1. Here we go, and they're starting to warm up. Jose Alvarado in the Snakes bullpen in left center field. Energy's in the yellow. Due up to 7, 8, 9. So due up for the Yankees in the bottom of 7 to 7, 8. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Yankees in the bottom of 7. Luke Voigt, Aaron Hicks, and Darius Sanchez, which, I mean, LeMahieu's down every time. Aguilar 1 for 3. Torres 1 for 3. Judge 1 for 3. Stanton hit 2 for 3. Urshela, Voigt, Hicks, and Sanchez haven't got a hit. Everyone in line for the Snakes have got a hit. The only people that haven't total on the team is Smith, Wendell, and then Astudillo, because they haven't played. And then for the other team, well, they have Gardner, Todman, Pedroia, Ford, Vasquez, and Estrada. Well, they haven't, remember that they didn't play. So yeah, Voigt's 0 for 2 with 2 4-3 groundouts. I mean, that previous inning wasn't 2-1. Okay, so and the 1 in the Stars game. So what is the Twins did it? Runner at center, 2 outs, top 3. Reds are the home team, by the way. It's 2-1. So I don't know if they did it Badal. Were they up 2-0? Yeah, Pavelski scored from Ben and Radulov. So that's from the number 1 line. And then Brandon. I did if the Lightning scored, and then the Stars scored and made it 2-1, but they scored with 33 seconds left. The Lightning had made it 2-1. It's not great. There was only 1 penalty in the period. Klimber is 4th of the postseason unassisted. Pavelski's 11th of the postseason, assisted by Ben and Radulov, which is their first line, and a point by Shadinter and Palat, but. So yeah, the shot, I mean, what the... Seriously, the Stars have 3 shots and have 2 goals. Oh my... Well, first of all, the first was unassisted, so it might have been off like the turn. It must have been. Where the other team had possession, and then Klimber was the only Stars. And then Pavelski, so they have shots are 8-3 Tampa Bay. I mean, look, they have scored on 2 goals on 3 shots for the Stars, 1 goal on 8 shots for the Lightning. I mean, look, 3 shots only. But some of them have 2 goals?
2-1 Stars.
I know. That's a ground.
Nothing. They gave up a goal with 30 seconds left in the period.
I know that. I'm down. Dad! Well, I mean, here we go. Here's hits. Not that much offense. 3-1 hitters count. And that is low and inside, so it's a 1-out walk. First walk for either team. And here's Sanchez, and that's going to be it. So that'll bring another lefty, Jose Alvarado. 29 appearances in the regular season. Went 7 for 9 on saves, but it's not a save situation right now. It's the 7th inning. That's a foul ball. I'm not seeing either bullpen right now. Both stars are out of the game. Yarbrough's in line for the win. Could do no decision. That runner at first is responsible with him and holds in line for the loss. So, 1-2 down. That's a number, and that will be foul. Foul ball. Two-seam fastball, curveball, four-seam fastball, and a slider for Alvarado. That's a ground ball after B2. Second one, first. That's a double play. We head to the 8th. Score is still 2-1. Thanks. Really now. There's G-Man. Foul ball. That's all number. He was down in front of it as he tried to pull that. Got hit the other way. Throw to first by LeMahieu. Then the shift on. 1 down. There's Hunter Renfroe. Sindel in the sets. It's a foul ball. 1-2 count. It's another foul ball. 1-0. He didn't. See, it was a single, just that was on review. They reversed it to a single. That was a Hanen splitter, but right to LeMahieu. Rainbow throw, but still down him. 2 down. Saints haven't done much offense, but their pitching's been holding it down. And here's Jones, first time from the left hand, or from the right hand side of the plate. That's a pop-up. Could be playable for the first baseman, and he makes the catch Hunter Dizelle on the warning track in foul territory. He sits around to work with, down by 1 here in game 1. Due up 1-2-3, and they have no action in the Saints bullpen. Alvarado, I'll say in the game, swing and miss at 100. Hey, that's why as he hit 100 mile per hour. That was 99 on a two-seam fastball. Throw to first, 1 down. Maybe they'll ask him to get the save because, I mean, 7 for 9 saves this year, and I mean, he's throwing a heat. I mean, that's almost that's all number. It's on a long run. Meadows, and he missed a catch. That was 97. And that 100 mile per hour was on the two-seam fastball. 2 down. They might add. Well, there's not a lot about Nick. Well, Rogers, was a twin closer, and then they came over to the Saints via trade. Well, he'd have to save in the AL wild card. And Nick Anderson's actually a closer who tied with Chapman for 59 saves. They tied for first with 59 saves for the most in the both in the Chapman and the Anderson both tied for the most saves in the AL with 59. Here we go, 1-on count. Swing and miss at 99. 1-2 down. That's a line drive as he threw the slider. And it's on a single. Time on base for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Here's Judge. That's a line drive, and that was a net. There's a safety net down there. You're not. I mean, now Stan's on deck. He threw that at the same pitch again. And he sits on the bat, and the inning's over. We headed to 9. The Snakes are still up 2-1. 9th inning. Here's Gonzalez. First time from the right side of the plate. Still against the same pitcher. That's all number, and Gonzalez also did on. Here's Danino, and then the top of the order. Here's Mike Zanino. Mike Zanino grounds one. Voit. Torres back to Voit. That's an easy 3-6-3 double play. 2 down. Here comes Lau, who 0 for 4 in the game. That's all number. That's fair. Man, mine ain't the third base bad, but it's fair anyways. It's a double for Lau, and now it's he throws it away, but Torres, shallow bats up the throw. I don't know if it hit the third base bad or not. I think it hopped over it. Because then if it hit it, then I would have said something. But here's Rosario, the runner sent in 2 outs. That's a groundless shit in the inning. Throw to first, and the inning's over. The Yankees need 1 run tie, 2 to win in the bottom of the 9th. Middle of 9, the score is still the Snakes 2, and the Yankees 1. Stanton or Shell Boyd in the bottom of the ninth for the Yankees, and here comes Nick Anderson. So in the regular season, well, had 3-8 record, but had 3-8 record. 3-8 record, but had no, actually it wasn't 59 saves. Chapman and Anderson tied for the most saves in the AL with 49, not 50, 49. Here we go, 1-2 down. That's a line drive, and it's caught by Meadows. And fun fact, they both blew a save in the last game of the regular season. They had a chance if they both got it. Well, they both can't do a save, but they both blew a save because Chapman saved it, he would have had 50 and the most in the AL. If Anderson saved it, he would have had 50 as well and the most in the AL. But both blew it in the last game of the regular season. 1-0 down. Swing and miss on the slider. Forcing fastball, curveball, center, and a slider for Anderson. 1-2 down. That's a ground ball, and the Yankees are down to their final out. Quick turnaround for both of these teams. They have a day game tomorrow, and then they have a day travel day, and then day 3 is at the Metrodome. That's all number shitting you dame. Throw to Anderson, and he sets on the pen. The Snakes have won Game 1 and have taken a 1-0 series lead in this best-of-5 division series. What a game! Both runs are driven in by Sano on the 2-run home run in the 5th inning. The Yankees got 1 in the 1st, Snakes got 2 in the 5th, and then nothing after that. As Yarbrough gets the win, Cole gets the loss, and Anderson gets the save. Disappointing loss for the Yankees in Game 2 tomorrow afternoon in the Dame, and then travel day, and they'll head to the Metrodome for at least one game. And the only way it'll be one game is if the Snakes win Game 2, and then sweep basically. Here's one last letter. Line throw. Top 2ers for the Snakes: Miguel Sano and Marwin Gonzalez. Top 2ers for the Yankees: DJ LeMahieu and Stanton, who drove in the only run for the Yankees in the 1st inning. 2 runs and 13 hits, no errors for the Snakes. 1 run, 9 hits, no errors for the Yankees. And I'll say Miguel Sano's the player of the game. Why not? I mean, he drove in both runs for the Snakes. Miguel Sano, number 22, the third baseman, is the top player of the game for Game 1. So set two postseason games and that's the Snakes' second postseason win in franchise history, and their second game. They won 3-0 and they won 2-1, so they're outthrowing their opponents 5-1. And it could be 5-0 if there wasn't that errant throw by Meadows. That was just over the wall, and then bounced up pretty far, but landed in the first row. 2 for 4 with a run scored, a home run, 2 RBIs, no stolen bases, and an OPS at 1 point or 1,750. Ryan Yarbrough at the win, moves to 1-0 in the postseason. Garrett Cole at the loss, he falls to 0-1 in the postseason, and Nick Anderson hits a save, his first of the postseason. Twins have 1-0 lead. I saw it was 0-0, but I just said it was 1. Yeah, it's 1-0. But then I go back. That's it. Well, now it says 1-0, but still, how did they score? I want to see how they scored. The top 4 hitters for the Snakes: Miguel Sano, 2 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Marwin Gonzalez, 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Meadows, 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Lau, 1 for 5 with a double. And on the double to deep right center, Kepler scored. So Kepler singled to right, Andre on the double to deep right center, Kepler scored all the way from first. And it's still intermission for the Lightning and Stars game. I mean, look at that. That's honestly 2 goals given up and 1 save. One save? Oh my goodness. 1 save. I mean, 2 goals against, and then 1 save. I mean, if you're the Lightning, I mean, it's only 8-3 on shots. If you're lucky, you got that one goal at the end, which for the Stars is not good. I did if they gave up a goal and then scored and made it 2-1, but they had 2-0 lead, and then they gave up a goal at 33 seconds left. So yeah, and then top forward for the Yankees, LeMahieu 3 for 4 and then scored the only run for the Yankees. Stanton 2 for 4 with an RBI, drove in the only run for the Yankees in the first inning. Drove in LeMahieu. Torres 2 for 4 with 2 singles, and Aguilar 1 for 4 with a single, and I think 2 double plays. So yeah, the bullpen for the Yankees only gave up 2 hits, and the bullpen for the Saints only gave up 1 hit. So yeah, and obviously now the player of the game. Next episode will be the first elimination game for either team in the series, which will be game 3 or 4. Game 3 or 4, which will no matter which one it is, either if it's game 3 or 4, those will be in the Metrodome. And then after that, I don't know. If we say win game 2 and then say lose game 3, then it'll be game 4, and then game 5 would be back in New York. Hopefully, maybe we sweep, but obviously I know quick manage game 2, and then game 3 if we quick manage game 2, and then if we win, I'm done. If we lose, I'll quick manage game 3, and after that, someone will be up 2-1, and it'll be an elimination game. But as I'm closing, I'm not sure when that episode's gonna be. And that's the videos on the channel. I'm not sure what order it will be. NBA 2K20 My Career and MLB The Show 20 Postseason. I'm not sure which. That's the videos on this channel. I'm not sure they're only posted. But there should be a video going up later today. This should be going up on Saturday. There should be a video going up later today, and then one tomorrow or one Monday. Or if I can't get that third one done, then whatever that will be, it will be NBA 2K20 My Career or MLB The Show 20 Postseason. And I'll do it sometime this week or next week, this upcoming week, or this upcoming weekend. Okay, so I'm going to close the board. If this episode, the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 11 of this MLB The Show 20, I'm going to see you in episode number 11 of this Strike Rate Saints MLB The Show 20 I'm going to see you in episode number 11 of the Strike Rate Saints MLB The Show 20 Relocation Franchise Series. See you in episode number 11, and eat a lot of bacon, and go Saints.